Okay, the next thing I want to do is anchor my couture to my fashion layer. Okay, now I used to use pins for everything because I've sewn for years, but I found the couture's really quite thick and my hands are getting really sore, so I got some quilting clips and they are much easier on the hands. So I'm going to match the waist first, and we're just going to match it. We don't need to have too many clips in it, just as long as it's holding it in place. And these are great. Always remember to put the wee curved side on the top, and that way they're going flat through the machine. Well, as you take them out, they're not getting in the way. There we go. So I'm just going to do that with each side, because we want to roll pin as we go along and add each piece to the next piece. And when I stitch these, I'm going to use a slightly longer stitch length, maybe about 2.6, 2.8. Now the denim's quite stretchy, so it might look as if there's a wee bump there, but it's fine. That's it. We just match up the waist better. That's us. Nothing ever runs smoothly when you want it to. There we go. That's us. And don't worry if it's a wee bit off at the top or the bottom. As I say, they alter as you finish up. And always being aware to keep your waist matching. Well, these clips are great, by the way. I got them on Amazon. They're cheaper to get there. If you buy them in Hobbycraft, you only get a little pack and it costs you a fortune. So if you want a few of them, go for somewhere like Amazon, because you can get a whole pile of them a lot cheaper. There we go, we're getting there. We've nearly got one side done, and then we'll be hitting the sewing machine. There's a lot of repetitive things in sewing, so it's just finding the interesting things while you're doing it. I usually have music on in the background, but not today, as this is my first sewing reel, so I'm hoping to get it right and that you're not just seeing the top of my head. A useful wee thing you notice is all the bottoms are clear, all the top bits are coloured, so you know when you've put it on the wrong way. There we go. Take that right in the edge. No, don't like that. That's more like it, I think. Yep, that's more like it. Yep. If you don't get it perfect now, you'll pay for it later. So I know it's a wee bit fiddly, but just take your time. Just check that waist is matching. Yep. Just as the top and bottom seemed just out a wee smidge, but we're fine. As I say, they get altered last. Okay, that's us got one side pinned, so we're going to start the centre front of the other side. Again, matching the waist. So I'm hoping as I get more used to making corsets that I'll get a bit faster. But as I'm relatively new to this, and it's quite a specialised thing, I'm a wee bit slower than I'd like. I'm just eager to get hit in the sewing machine, because sometimes you find that's the bit you enjoy the most. Although I like the challenge of something new. And I need a few more of those. As I say, I got a shed load on Amazon, and you will probably need a shed load. And where are we? And there we go. Get it perfectly on the waist. And when I've got this one done, I'll show you my first corset that I made. I made the So Curvy Victoria pattern, and it's fitted for me. Sadly, a bit larger than I'd like to be at the moment, but we'll get there. And I believe a woman looks, everybody looks good at any size, because we're all different. So never feel self-conscious about your size and shape, because nothing shines like confidence. There we go, we're getting there. How do we look? Now you might find that corsetry on my YouTube page doesn't really gel with the name Misfit with a Holistic Hit. Well, this is my holistic hit as well as my therapies. So this is what I do for my mental well-being, and I have done since I was, what, 8 or 9, done all the family sewing. And I've made everything from, what, 3-piece pinstripe suits to skydiver suits to beekeeping suits for a teddy bear. So I will try most things. And if I think I need a little specialist help to make something new, I'll get it. We're on the last piece. We're getting there. We're getting there. We'll soon be ready to hit the machine. And that's another new addition to my kit. I've got several sewing machines, but they're static and they're really heavy. So my partner bought me a portable one for Valentine's Day, and it's been on the move ever since. It's one of these staples now that's in the back of my car with my portable sewing kit, including all the new bits and pieces I've had to buy for corset making. There we go. Okay, as I say, right, I'll get my sewing machine set up and I will be back shortly. Leave that facing there and that one there. How are we doing? See you shortly.